Hey everyone, welcome to the Everyday Human Podcast. My name is Easton Taverna. Each day I'll share a reflection written by me and inspired by literature, poetry, music, movies, video games, and more. And after that, I'll share a prompt for you to write your own reflection. Together, we'll explore what it means to be human. Every month, we'll walk a new path, taking a look at life, death, the universe, and everything in between. Thanks for coming along. I'm glad you're here. For more, visit eastontaverna.com or join me on Instagram at _everydayhuman. Hello all, it's July 5th. Today's reflection is titled Search and Find. This one was inspired by a short quote from The Brook Kerith, which is a historical fiction novel by George Augustus Moore. Moore was an Irish novelist, short story writer, poet, memoirist, and dramatist. He did a little bit of it all. In this book, The Brook Kerith, I never actually read the whole thing. It sounds quite interesting, though. And it was quite controversial when it came out, I think in, 1916, because it proposed that Jesus did not die on the cross, but was revived by Joseph of Arimathea in the tomb. I think the idea is that it was giving a more sort of fictional and humanized perspective of Jesus' journey. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll get to it one of these days. And the quote goes like this: "A man travels the world over in search of what he needs and returns home to find it." And here's my reflection. Joseph Campbell's hero's journey basically boils down to this. There's a call to action, and the hero must leave their family, community, home, and set out on a journey. A lot of stuff happens along the way, some good, some bad. They meet new people, but by the end, they return home having changed for the better, usually. Before they set out, though, when the hero answers the call, they may not love their home. It may be chaotic, too traditional, too boring, whatever, but by the end, they'll usually dearly miss their people and way of life. I've been fortunate enough to travel the world. I've been to around 15 to 20 different countries. I've lost track. I've met fascinating people from 4 different continents. And I'll always remember them and the people I traveled with. But without fail, every time I'm away, and as much as I'm busy appreciating the different people, landscapes, architecture, food, music, and cultures, I think of home. And a part of me longs to be back there with those who make it a home. I'm lucky for that. I know it. Going on a journey does this to you. If you're fortunate enough to have a safe and welcoming home and family, it reminds you of what you have, that there will always be people there waiting to welcome you back. If you don't have that, the journey's purpose is to help you find it. And if you are in search of one, I hope you do. Travel if you can. It doesn't have to be a trip around the world. But just get away from home for a little while. Get away from the routine and the day-to-day. Take a journey and let it change you in big or small ways. Travel miles and miles and miles in search of what you need if you must. But then, return home to find it. And there ends today's reflection. It can be an interesting relationship we have with home, and a complicated one, because of most likely the people who make it a home. It can be wonderful and supportive and freeing, but on the other side of that coin, it could feel like you're trapped, like you're going nowhere, like your life isn't your own. And that is what happens quite often in this monomyth, or the hero's journey, in pretty much any story that you read in a book or watch in a movie or play in a video game. Because art imitates life, right? And I do think that is one of the most significant benefits of travel, and there are many. It's that perspective it offers and the space and time to breathe. We often think, if I can just get away, the grass is always greener. If I can go there, things might change, things might get better. But as the saying goes, wherever you go, there you are. And a lot of the time, though, you don't really know what you have until you step away from it, or until you lose it. So, if you're able to get away, just for a little bit, I think you might be able to find a new appreciation sometimes of what you have when you are gone, and especially when you return. And of course, on the other side of that is sometimes traveling, leaving what you call home, and starting new somewhere else is the right move. It is part of your story. Sometimes you will create a new home. It all depends on what fate has written into the chapters of your life, I suppose. All right, now it's time for your reflection question. Am I searching for something outside of my home and family? What is it I need? And what do I have here, right in front of me, that makes me whole or not whole? That's it for today, July 5th. I'll be back tomorrow, July 6th, with another reflection. Have a good one, and take care.